7 people are dead and 1 is in critical condition following shootings at 2 farms in Half Moon Bay tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Laura Painter.
And I'm Chris Thomas. Deputies just held a news conference providing an update. They confirmed the suspect is now in custody.
This is a devastating tragedy for this community and the families touched by this unspeakable act of violence.
San Mateo County Sheriff Christina Corpus says deputies were called around 2:22 p.m. Monday for reports of a shooting in unincorporated San Mateo County. When officers arrived, they found 4 people shot and killed, and a 5th person was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Shortly afterwards, 3 additional victims were found dead at a separate location about a mile away. Deputies say both locations are farms on large rural properties in Half Moon Bay.
There's people that live at the location as well. So, it was in the afternoon when kids were out of school, and for children to witness it is unspeakable.
Video of the arrest of the suspected gunman was caught on camera. You can see law enforcement pulling their guns and aiming it at the suspect as they pulled him out of a car. Deputies say he is Chun-Li Zhao, a 67-year-old resident of Half Moon Bay. He was actually located inside his vehicle at a sheriff's substation.
Zhao is believed to have acted alone, and there is no further threat to this community.
And there has to be a change. This is not an acceptable way for modern society to live and conduct its affairs. We are deeply grateful for law enforcement for their work this evening.
Zhao is thought to be a farm worker, but a motive for the shooting is still unknown at this time. We're told he's cooperating and being interviewed by investigators.
Gun violence in this country is at completely unacceptable levels. It's really hit home tonight.
A Bay Area community in shock tonight after a mass shooting this afternoon that left 7 dead and 1 other in critical condition. Tonight, that gunman is in custody as the investigation into his motive is ongoing.
KTLA's Pedro Rivera is live in the news center where he has been following this breaking story. Pedro.
Yeah, Mike and Cher, we actually just got new information into our newsroom that there was possibly another mass shooting that occurred, this time in Oakland, California. 8 victims were shot. 1 person is dead. All the victims transported themselves to the hospital. It was possibly a shootout between 2 groups. We're waiting for more details to come into our newsroom, but it just seems like this is happening every day as Southern California is still reeling from its massacre in Monterey Park. Tragedy struck in Half Moon Bay this afternoon. It's a Northern California beach town, which has a rather large farming community and sits about 30 miles south of San Francisco. But now, Northern California is home to the latest mass shooting in the United States. The search for the suspect didn't last long. The accused shooter was spotted sitting inside a maroon SUV outside the San Mateo County Sheriff's substation as reporters were gathered for a briefing. The sheriff's office released this photo of their suspect, 67-year-old Chun-Li Zhao. The Half Moon Bay resident is accused of killing 7 people and wounding another.
And a semi-automatic handgun was located in his vehicle. Zhao is believed to have acted alone, and there is no further threat to this community.
The crimes expand across 2 locations in unincorporated San Mateo County. The first call came in around 2:20 Monday afternoon along Highway 92, where deputies found 4 victims shot and killed. A 5th victim was airlifted to a local hospital. That person remains in critical condition. Sometime later, less than 3 miles away, 3 people were found dead near a farm.
There were farm workers affected tonight. There were children on the scene at the incidents.
Governor Gavin Newsom sent a message on Twitter as he was in Southern California meeting with the man who helped stop the shooting suspect in the Monterey Park massacre that left 11 people dead Saturday evening. It reads, quote, "At the hospital meeting with victims of a mass shooting when I get pulled away to be briefed about another shooting, this time in Half Moon Bay. Tragedy upon tragedy." The Gun Violence Archive defines a mass shooting as 4 or more people killed or injured in a single incident. By that definition, this now marks the 38th mass shooting in the United States since the start of the new year. Despite California being home to 4 deadly mass shootings in 2023, Newsom stands by the state's gun policies.
Gun safety saves lives. California's laws have saved lives. 37% lower gun death rate in the state than other states.
But some say it's not enough, like this mourner named Hilda, who left a note and flowers outside a growing memorial for the Monterey Park shooting victims. It reads, "Stricter gun laws." The governor vowed to assess gun regulations to find any holes and says he will do this regardless of what he calls opposition from Republicans.
And they need to be held to account. And in the absence of their courage, their conviction to keep us safe, states like California will do more and try to be better, 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 and try to be better.